Always wanted to do that. Hey guys, what's going on? Before you turn off the video, 2024 is almost over, and in this video we will look back at some really awesome premieres of this year. Don't hesitate leaving your comments below, and let's go! Oh guys, don't forget to subscribe this year. So, the first loud premiere of 2024 that I want to talk about is The Gentleman. Now, remember the movie? Yeah, the last flick I saw in cinema before the pandemic hit. It had all this stylish grit and clever dialogues and unforgettable characters. So I was seriously hyped when I heard that they bring in this story to the smaller screen. The series takes everything you love about the movie and bring in some fresh twists. We're stepping back into this slick, gritty world of crime where the dialogue is sharp enough to cut glass and characters are as colorful as you remember. Yep, they got the whole bad boy charm down to a science. Now, can we talk more about visuals? The show is just feast for the eyes. It's stylish and classy and gives you the feeling of the first-class passenger on some luxury train. You'll be just drooling over the suits and settings. Everything looks so good, it pulls you right into that world of high stakes and even higher fashion. Now, there are 8 episodes. The first couple of those are pretty promising. They set the stage for some serious drama and action. But as you move forward into the series, the pace kind of slows down a bit. What starts as a super solid storyline starts to feel like a separate story for each episode. It's like they took a break from that main storyline to showcase some side adventures, which is cool and all, but I was left wondering when we will go back to that main conflict. But by the end, they leave us with this classic, ooh, will there be a second season? Even though the story could be more cohesive, the show still keeps you hooked, and actors do an amazing job of making you adore and root for the characters. Not all episodes are directed by Guy Ritchie, which probably is the reason for the difference between episodes, but still, show definitely worthy of your time, so, go check it out. This is me at the beginning of the first episode of Fallout.
Oh, wedding! And these two love each other, aww!
A few moments later.
Alright, let's dive into Fallout. Now, if you're a fan of a video game series, unlike me, you know what the big deal this is. Though even if you're not a gamer, you still must have heard about it. I mean, even I did. Anyway, the show is set in a wacky and post-apocalyptic world. We're talking universe packed up with mutated creatures and all type of quirky characters. About them, the show is a mix of colorful personalities that bring their own flavor to that whole mess. Like, you've got goofy survivors, serious military types, and everything in between. And let's not forget about the visuals. Seriously, the production is fantastic. From the desolate to wasteland landscapes to the funky retro-futuristic technology, everything just pops. It's like stepping into the comic book, but with gritty and real-world edge. So, if you're into sci-fi with a touch of humor and a little bit of madness, Fallout is definitely your choice. If you're more of a Gilmore Girl type, just a heads up, don't trust the first scene and prepare yourself. Alright. Let's talk about Three-Body Problem. The show is a mix of all type of timelines and realities. It pulls you into a crazy mix that makes you rethink how you see the world and start to think what's buzzing up there in space. It's like you're diving into a mystery that gets deeper and more mind-blowing with each episode. Characters are layered and real. Like, when the whole world seems to be falling apart, they're still dealing with their own issues. It's not just sci-fi fluff. You will find yourself thinking of what it really means to be a human when everything's on the line. Oh, and visuals. The visuals are stunning. You'll be glued to the screen as they show off some jaw-dropping landscape and scenes that really nail the feeling of encountering the unknown. The pacing keeps you at the edge of the seat as the suspense builds, and you're just sitting there and wondering what's gonna happen next. Aliens and technology and them changing everything we know will be your favorite thing to think about while falling asleep. So if you're up for the show with good plot, killer visuals, and characters that will stick with you, Three-Body Problem is your choice. Let's talk about Baby Reindeer. If you haven't watched it yet, you're missing some serious storytelling. No matter how hard I tried to ignore it, it kept screaming from every window. And for a reason. The show jumps into the crazy world of relationships and all the mess that comes with it. It's about this guy who just trying to get through life, but things keep getting hilariously wrong. One of the cool things here is how characters are like ridiculously real. It's like you're not watching the actors, it's like you're watching your friends going through some heartbreak, and you can't help yourself but getting stuck in their ups and downs because it's too relatable. So the writing and humor is really cool. It's like you're sitting there cracking, and then something like that just hits you right into the feels. That's basically like the perfect blend of laugh and real talk. Oh, and the visuals. Everything looks sick. The sets are colorful, and cinematography, yes, cinematography, pulls you in like you're right there with the characters living their crazy life. But the plot is based on real life story and shows it that realistic that you just can't help yourself but binge watch it all at once. And when it's over, it keeps you sad because even if it wraps nicely, it still leaves you wanting more. Okay, moving on to the next show. The next show is Griselda. The story about Griselda Blanco, the queen pin of the drug trade in 70s and 80s. We're talking serious crime drama here, guys. On one hand, it's a pretty common story. A person in deep trouble, a mother in this case, tries to have her ends meet with the only truly available way she really knows: drug dealing. And step by step, her character shows itself, and she ends up building a cocaine empire, and then she really ends up watching it burn. Sofia Vergara will blow your mind with her acting. I mean it. Showing truly tough and violent Griselda and everything she's been through to become that truly tough and violent. The struggles, the heartbreak, and all the chaos that comes in between. The visuals are super gritty and real, and they pull you back into that 70s stylish atmosphere, and it pulls you into the high-stake world of drug dealing. It's kind of an emotional roller coaster and will keep you glued to the seat. I mean, you may not like criminal drama, but you still should watch Griselda. Okay, now we've got to my top TV show of the year, and it's still The Penguin. Seriously, the show is awesome. We're diving here into a Batman spin-off about one of the wickedest villains of Gotham. Now, I know what you're thinking, another villain story, seriously? But hold up, this is not just your average comic book geek. This is the deep dive into the Penguin's world, where there is no black and white. The cast is killer. Colin Farrell as a penguin, yes, please. He pulls off the role with such grit that you end up actually rooting for the character, well, sometimes. Kristen Milioti as the mob queen, Sofia Falcone, she gives you chills. Even this kid, absolutely love the act. So this is a cool drama. You can actually feel all the pain of the good person turning into darkness, and it's on another level with long, like half of an episode long, but still somehow not boring dialogue and some serious acting. Plus, it brings us back to our beloved Gotham City as we watch Penguin's criminal empire rise. Long story short, must see, and not only in 2024 and not only for comic books fun. Okay guys, we just hit the lights with the loudest premiere of this year, ranked by me. But there are other really cool shows that premiered this year and deserve a round of applause, so let's quickly take a look at them. First, Sugar. Fresh take on crime scene, packed with twists that'll keep you guessing, and characters that you'll totally want to root for, and Colin Farrell in the leading role. Next, we've got Presumed Innocent, also from Apple, not with Colin Farrell, but Jake Gyllenhaal will do it as well. This legal thriller is based on the classic novel, and it brings the courtroom drama that'll have you on the edge of your seat. You'll be second-guessing everything and everyone. Then there's Disclaimer, which dives into a messy world of fake news and media manipulation. It's all about that fine line between truth and deception, and it's really disturbing at times when some fun scene turns into a really seriously tragic one, just like that. Okay, Ripley. Black and white Moriarty in Italy is everything you could ever want it. But seriously, super stylish, classy, quality cinematograph. And one more that I personally absolutely adore. Nobody wants this. Romantic comedy for those who are too old for this shit, but still wants to blend real life shit with romance. Starring Kristen Bell and Adrian Brody, some call him ridiculously hot and romantic. It was me, I said it. I hope you're still there, I hope you're not asleep. Let's make a quick lightning round. on the returning stories. So we have stuff like The Boys, True Detective. Yes, True Detective is back with Jodie Foster in leading role, but I cannot recommend it. Slow Horses. We don't talk enough about Gary Oldman, if you ask me, but Gary Oldman aside, show deserves all the noise that surrounds it. The third season of From. I haven't watched it yet, and I still don't understand how I've missed the whole 3 seasons from creators of Lost. I will watch it. I hope you will too, and let's talk then somewhere in the comments about the show. The Bear. The third season of The Bear is out. The anticipation was pretty loud, but some other premieres were a bit louder. Still, show delivers what it usually does. In case you haven't watched first couple of seasons, it's really high quality TV, so just go and watch it. I have some really fun and light shows for you as well, so that we could all distract ourselves from all that drama. I'm talking Shrinking, Only Murders in the Building, based on a true story, The Lincoln Lawyer, and Bridgerton. There are more of them, of course, but these I can't recommend. And finally, as the year comes to an end, we have some unexpected or expected premieres. So let's take a quick look. Black Doves, The Day of the Jackal, Silo, A Man on the Inside, No Good Deed, Severance, Squid Game, Dexter Original Sin. Okay, let me know in the comments which show you watched, which you haven't watched. What do you think about my ratings? What do you think about the shows that I mentioned? Maybe you can suggest something. And here you have the crazy menu of TV shows to watch. Happy New Year. By the way, a little bit off topic, I tried to use Sora and I asked her to make intro animation for this video. And I'm not saying that I'm really good at prompts, but just take a look. Okay,